Hey there, Eco Warriors, and welcome to Trash Talk, reducing waste one step at a time. I'm your host, Lamar Mohamed Adel, here to help you turn trash into treasure. Well, almost. Quick question. Have you ever thought about where your garbage goes after you throw it away? Spoiler alert, it doesn't just disappear. Today, we're diving into the world of waste reduction. Don't worry, I'll keep it fun, snappy, and practical. Let's get started. Alright folks, let's get real for a second. We all know trash is a thing, right? It's everywhere. In our homes, on the streets, and even in places we wouldn't expect. We chuck stuff in the bin. It magically disappears. End of story. Or so we think. Or is it? Let me hit you with a truth bomb. Every single one of us generates about 1.5 kilograms of trash every single day. That's a lot of waste. That's right, 1.5 kilos every single day. Imagine lugging around a sack of potatoes that heavy everywhere you go. Not so fun, right? Now think about doing that every day. Now imagine millions of us doing that every single day. The amount of trash we produce collectively is staggering. Where does it all go? Have you ever wondered? Well, a lot of it ends up in landfills. These massive overflowing dump sites that are basically like open wounds on our planet. They just keep growing. And guess what? These landfills aren't exactly environmentally friendly. They are like ticking time bombs. They leak harmful chemicals into the soil and water, poisoning the very environment we depend on. It's a slow but deadly process. And if that's not bad enough, let's talk about plastic. This stuff is everywhere. You know, that magical material that's in practically everything, from packaging to everyday items. It's unavoidable. Yeah, well, it turns out that about 8 million tons of plastic end up in our oceans every year. That's a mind-boggling amount. That's like dumping a garbage truck full of plastic into the ocean every minute. Can you even imagine that? Imagine a sea turtle just chilling in the ocean, mistaking a plastic bag for a tasty jellyfish. It's a tragic mistake. It tries to eat it, gets tangled up, and yeah, not a pretty picture. It's heartbreaking. These creatures suffer because of our negligence. We're literally choking our planet with our trash. It's a crisis we can't ignore. But hey, don't freak out just yet. There's good news. We can turn this around. We have the power to change this. It's in our hands. We created this mess, and we can clean it up. It's a collective effort. It's not going to be easy, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. Together, we can make a difference. Okay, so we've established that trash is a problem. It's everywhere, from our streets to our parks, and it's not going away on its own. But here's the thing. You don't need to be some kind of eco-warrior superhero to make a difference. Small actions, when multiplied by millions of people, can transform the world. We can tackle this monster one small step at a time. Every piece of litter picked up, every item recycled adds up. First up, ditch the plastic bags. These single-use items are a major culprit in pollution. Seriously, those things are like the cockroaches of the waste world. They just keep coming back. They clog our waterways and harm wildlife. Instead, grab yourself a reusable bag. It's a simple switch that can make a huge difference. They're sturdy and they're stylish. Plus, they come in all sorts of cool designs. Plus, no more plastic bags ripping and spilling your groceries all over the sidewalk. Next stop, shop smart. Before you hit that add to cart button, ask yourself, do I really need this? Will I use this? Is it something that will add value to my life? Or will it end up gathering dust in the back of my closet? We all have those impulse buys that seemed like a good idea at the time. Let's be real. We've all been there. By being mindful of our purchases, we can reduce waste and save money. By buying only what we need, we not only save money, but also prevent perfectly good stuff from ending up in the trash. Now, let's talk recycling. It's not rocket science, people. Most things come with those handy little symbols telling you exactly where they go. Just a quick glance can make all the difference. Paper, plastic, glass, give them a new life. Recycling helps conserve resources and reduces the need for new raw materials. And here's a fun fact. Recycling just one plastic bottle saves enough energy to light up your room for 3 hours. Imagine the impact if we all recycled more. That's right, 3 whole hours of guilt-free Netflix binging. Now, that's a win for both you and the planet. And while we're on the subject of recycling, let's not forget about composting. It's another great way to reduce waste. Now, I know what you're thinking. Composting is for hippies living on communes, right? Wrong. It's for anyone who eats food. It's a simple way to turn waste into something valuable. It's like magic turning your banana peels, eggshells, and coffee grounds into nutrient-rich gold for your garden. Your plants will thank you. Alright, gather around my eco warriors because it's story time. Let me tell you about the small town that decided enough was enough. They were tired of being known as the trash capital of their region. So they decided to do something about it. They started small, just like we talked about. They implemented a super simple sorting system. 1 bin for plastic, 1 for paper, 1 for glass, and 1 for organic waste. They even organized workshops and events to teach everyone how to compost like pros. And guess what? It worked. This little town that could, they actually did it. They cut their trash in half in just 1 year. Can you believe that? It's truly remarkable. They went from being the trash capital to the recycling champions of their region. Talk about a glow up. But it wasn't just about winning awards or bragging rights. This town, they transformed their community. They created a cleaner, greener, and healthier place to live. They proved that change is possible, even on a small scale. Their story is an inspiration to us all. Imagine if we all took a page from their book. Imagine if every town, every city, every country adopted these simple practices. We could create a ripple effect that would transform our entire planet. The power of collective action is immense. So, what's the takeaway? Reducing waste isn't about being perfect. It's about making better choices every day. Whether it's carrying a reusable water bottle or saying no to that plastic straw, you can make a difference. Thanks for tuning into Trash Talk, reducing waste one step at a time. Don't forget to share this episode with your friends because saving the planet is better when we do it together. Until next time, stay green and keep it green.